beautiful weather. It is 70 degrees, overcast and sprinkling. I absolutely live for this weather. This is my absolute favorite weather. This is going to be more or less a test video. I bought a new GoPro. You can probably tell that the quality is much better than the last time I made a video with a GoPro. I got a steal on it. Great deal. So I figured I'd do two birds with one stone. I'll make an update video. This will also be the test video. Probably be better audio quality as well. Maybe. Depends. It's definitely better audio quality than the GoPro that I had, but I used my phone's microphone last time, which helped improve the quality quite a bit. But this is going to be an update video. I am going to start working on the 305 swapped S10. I'm going to start getting the V8 built, get the stuff ordered for it, and get the ball rolling on that. But we have a couple of things to do first before I can do that. Before I can get the V8 put in it, I have got to get this thing ready for it. So lots of suspension work to do before I can get the V8 put in. Lots and lots of suspension work to do before I get the V8 put in. The entire front end of this car, I'll show you in a minute. The entire front end of this car has it's super loose. It's got about 30 degrees of play, and that's not an exaggeration. Look at this. I'm going straight. That just shows you how much play this damn thing has. And it is absolutely absurd now that the rain's getting in there. But we got to get the front suspension fixed. I did a TikTok video on, if you're not following me on TikTok, link's always down in the description below. I made a TikTok video asking if I should lift, lower, or keep the stance as it is. A lot of you guys said either keep it as it is or lower it just a little bit, not slam. So I'm gonna lower it a little bit. I don't really like how high this thing sits up. I think it would be a lot better and a lot more fitting with the V8 in it if I lower it a little bit. So I'm gonna do that, get some different wheels on here, get some different tires on there. I'm gonna stiffen up the frame because when you triple the horsepower of a vehicle like a mini truck, you need to stiffen the frame, otherwise you're probably gonna twist it. So I got plans for that. I'm gonna make a video on that. I'm gonna make a video on the suspension. Lots of videos in the future. All of them will be up on YouTube. I'll have previews up on my TikTok. But for now, all of my longer videos are definitely going on YouTube. I'm gonna try to expand the platform a little bit. TikTok's great, but it doesn't really do it justice for long projects. Multi-part projects are a pain in the ass. That's just the way that it is. I hate multi-part projects, so we're gonna try to do as much of this as possible in single parts on YouTube with previews on TikTok with links to my videos and stuff like that. I don't know how I'm gonna stiffen the frame yet. I'm probably not gonna weld because I'm not gonna lie, I'm decent at welding, but I'm not great at welding. I'll admit it, I'm not great at welding, so I'm probably gonna get some either 1/8 or 1/4 inch steel and basically drill holes through the frame and the steel and do bolt-in supports for it and keep it at that. I don't really want to do welding because I'm not that great at it. Obviously, by the way, I'm not sure if any of you have been paying attention to my manual technique. I have never daily driven a manual vehicle in my life, other than this truck. This is my first daily manual. I've been driving it a lot to get some practice. Still lots of practice to be had, but I'm still driving it a lot to practice on it, even with the suspension issues. I did go under there and look. It's not terrible, but it's definitely noticeable in combination with the gearbox on these, because a lot of these have a little bit of play from the gearbox itself. That has 200,000 miles on it. Surprisingly, it's not leaking. But I've been practicing a lot, so long story short, I want to get better at shifting for when I get the NV3500. This is literally, I don't know if you guys have seen this, this is the most vague shifter ever. That doesn't tell you where a fucking gear is. So this is a great vehicle to practice on. If I can drive this thing, I'll be able to drive anything. Been teaching my girlfriend how to drive with this thing. All sorts of, this thing's been fun. It's gonna definitely serve its purpose for now and after I put the V8 in it. But definitely a lot of video plans, a lot of plans for this truck in general. I don't have a radio yet. It's just a completely empty space. I do have radios. Neither of those two. This one's too big. It's a used radio. This one's too big. This one's too small. It's not too small, but actually we're actually missing the hardware for it. So we can't actually use that radio unless we found screws for it, which I'll probably find eventually, or order another radio, which probably end up doing the latter, because even though I do want this to be a performance truck, I am definitely going to keep the radio. And I am going to try to get AC in this thing as well. I'm going to try to. A lot of people are saying I should just delete the AC, but I'm not going to lie. I kind of want the AC. What are you doing on the side of the road, sir? You can't park there. That's weird. Anyway, I'm going to try to keep the AC around. But, you know how that goes. Plans can fail. Also, the gearbox in this thing, in combination with the rear end, going 70 miles an hour, I'm at $3,000. So, I need advice on that, by the way, because I'm not keeping the stock rear end in this thing. I'm putting an NB3500 and pairing it with a 1985 Chevy 305. That's what I'm pairing it with. I need rear end ideas. A lot of people are saying I should go with a Ford rear end, Ford 88, I think. But I want something with a lot lower gearing than this. I don't want to be at $3,000 at 70, because while this will be somewhat of a performance vehicle, I do still want to be able to drive it on the interstate without being at 3,000 RPM. I want advice. I've never swapped car engines in cars before, like versus what it should be. Like, there's a 4-cylinder in this now. I've never put a V8 in a 4-cylinder vehicle that I had originally. I've never done that. I need advice. I know I'm going with a 305. I know I'm going with an NB3500. I need a rear end that I can put in this vehicle. I need advice on that. I will take absolutely any input. If I can keep it Chevy, then I will. But I've got a feeling that's not going to be necessarily in the possibility range. We'll see. Again, I am all for recommendations. I absolutely love talking to you guys about this project. It's been my favorite thing in the world, talking to you guys about this project. I love reading comments. It's my favorite thing. I can't stress that enough. But I also want you guys to be a part of it too. So I definitely have some ideas to actually get as many people involved as possible. Even if you can't necessarily be involved, like helping building it, just being viewers in this scenario, standing with me while I build this, is enough of involvement to me to make you guys a part of it. So I think I'm definitely going to try to dedicate this truck to all of you guys, because without you guys I probably wouldn't actually commit to having this project. Even though I love cars, the motivation, I've just had lack of motivation. It's not been fun. I'm not a very motivated person recently. A lot of it has to do with work and stress, and anyway, aside from that, you guys will definitely be a part of this. Any project that I do, you'll probably be a part of. This guy is taking his time. I don't mind though. I'm cruising. But anyway, I can't wait for you guys to be a part of it, and I can't wait to start on it. I'll probably start on this project within the next few weeks, if that. Probably start on it within the next couple of weeks. We'll see. But anyway, this has been a very, very good test on the GoPro. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the information. Hopefully you guys are excited as I am to actually start on this truck project. I am beyond excited to start on this project, and I absolutely cannot wait to share it with you guys. So if you want to like it, share it, do whatever you want, let me know what I can improve on, all that fun stuff. Follow me down on TikTok. That's where a lot of my smaller updates are going to be. If you guys are already on TikTok, I appreciate your beautiful faces, and hope you guys stick around. I am super excited. See you in the next one. Christ, I am terrible at fucking shifting. I am god awful at it. Could be worse.